Welcome to my channel, where the shadows of reality reveal their darkest secrets. Tonight, we unravel the chilling true story of Marcel Petiot, Dr. Satan, a man who turned hope into horror in the heart of war-torn Paris. Brace yourself for a tale that will haunt you long after the screen fades to black. In 1944, Paris was a city suffocated by fear. Nazi boots echoed through the streets, and the air was thick with desperation. Amid the chaos, a man emerged, not as a savior, but as a predator. His name was Marcel Petiot, but the world would come to know him as Dr. Satan. He promised hope to the hopeless, but his true trade was death. Marcel Petiot was no ordinary man. A doctor by trade, he wore charm like a mask. To the desperate Jews, resistance fighters, and refugees seeking escape from Nazi clutches, he was a beacon of hope. His townhouse at 21 Rue Le Sueur was a supposed gateway to freedom. But behind its elegant facade, something unspeakable waited. Petiot's scheme was diabolically simple. He offered passage to Argentina for a price, jewelry, cash, anything of value. His clients, desperate to flee, handed over their lives' savings. They entered his home, hearts pounding with hope, unaware they were stepping into a trap from which there was no escape. Inside the townhouse, Petiot led his victims to a soundproofed room, a chamber of nightmares. He injected them with what he claimed was a vaccine for their journey. It was no vaccine. It was cyanide. As they gasped their final breaths, Petiot watched, his eyes cold and unfeeling. Their bodies were only the beginning of his horrors. To hide his crimes, Petiot burned the bodies in a basement furnace. The stench of charred flesh seeped into the streets, unnoticed in the chaos of war. Suitcases piled high with victims' belongings lined the basement walls, silent witnesses to his greed. But even the most careful monsters leave traces. On March 11, 1944, the truth clawed its way to the surface. Neighbors, choking on the foul smoke, alerted the police. Firefighters stormed the townhouse, expecting a simple blaze. Instead, they found a charnel house, human remains scattered in the furnace, limbs and skulls half-burned. Dr. Satan's empire of death was exposed. Petiot vanished into the chaos of Paris, a ghost in a city of shadows. For months, he evaded capture, hiding under false names. But evil leaves a trail. In October 1944, French police cornered him at a metro station. The man who preyed on hope now faced justice, but his secrets would haunt the world forever. At his trial, Petiot spun lies, claiming he was a resistance hero, that the bodies were Nazi collaborators. But the evidence was undeniable: 26 confirmed murders, though the true number may never be known. On May 25, 1946, the guillotine claimed him. Yet the chill of his crimes lingers, a reminder that monsters walk among us. Marcel Petiot was no myth, no creature of legend. He was a man, a doctor, a neighbor, a smiling face in the crowd. His story is a warning. In times of chaos, evil wears the mask of kindness. The townhouse at 21 Rue Le Sueur stands empty now, but its walls whisper of the lives lost to Dr. Satan. Based on the true story of Marcel Petiot, whose crimes shocked the world. May the victims rest in peace, and may we never forget the darkness that hides in plain sight.